In our gospel today, Jesus speaks about freedom from sin or slavery in sin. He was saying that the Jews are slaves because they are sinning and they want to kill Jesus. He says, "Amen, amen, I say to you, everyone who commits sin is a slave of sin. A slave does not remain in a household forever, but a son always remains." So if we commit sin, if we live in sin, we are slaves of sin. What is freedom then? Freedom is to do good, to do God's will, to do what is right. That's what freedom is. We know God cannot commit sin, and so is He free. And of course, He is the freest of all because He cannot do evil. So He's free always to do good. And the souls in heaven are the same. They cannot commit sin, cannot do evil, and yet they are free to love God, love each other, and to do good in the communion of saints for the souls here on earth. And so we too are called to this kind of freedom to do good, freedom always to do good, and to be able to commit sin, to be able to, with our free will, to be able to do sin is an ability, but it's not a freedom. It's not real freedom. And so real freedom is to do good, to do what God's will. And we see all the entanglements and the inhibitions to doing what we know is right, our flesh and the devil and the world, all these allurements and these attachments and these things that pull us down and actually make us unable to do good at times. If we are habitually in sin, we cannot sometimes even do good. And so it is a true form of slavery. And slavery can be greater or lesser depending on how much we have given ourselves over to sin and how far we have drifted from God. So we want to draw near to God. We have that hope and that promise from Jesus that we can be free, set free from sin by turning to Him. The sacraments that He has given to us, prayer and our adherence to Him, our relentless effort to be more and more free, to live in the freedom of the children of God, which we are called to be sons of God, to be in that freedom which we will have in the state of grace. In heaven, we will be true children of God, truly free from sin and evil and the things that pull us down to the earth. So let us try to free ourselves and disentangle ourselves from all these things that inhibit us from a closer love for God, living in God's love and His grace and His freedom that He wants to give to us with our cooperation with His will.